calling.
Hey. Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. I don't even know why anybody's laughing.
Because she was like,
I was trying to make sure. I was trying to make sure.
My gosh, that's so funny.
Oh my God. All right.
Hey, y'all.
Hey. Hey, everybody. Hey, guys.
I'm Tanasia Chalana.
It's your girl, Winter Joelle.
And my name is Deasia, aka D.
And my name is Amani Cayo. And I'm going to be your host for today's episode. Yay!
Woohoo!
So, today's episode, we are going to be talking about girl code. I feel like everybody has their own terminology, I would say, on girl code. So I want to ask you guys, what is your definition of girl code?
I'm going to just give my, general definition to me. And I just feel like girl code is, just a set of rules that the girls live by. There's certain lines you don't cross. There's certain boundaries within the girl group or your circle of friends, sister circle, whatever you may call them, that is just a no-go. And if you cross those lines, it's like you're just not a part of the group no more. Like you're gone. You're kicked out.
Canceled.
Not kicking you out the group. As for what I think girl code is or what it is to me, I don't know, child. I agree with everything Tanasia said, 100%. But honestly, I move off of principle. And I feel like that goes for my female relationships and my male relationships. At the end of the day, it comes down to the principle of it. And if you don't understand the principle, baby, I can't get with you because your moral compass is off. It's not aligned with mine.
I'm sorry. No, I can't let this one slide. The pod has to know. Amani opened up a bag of Cheetos about a couple seconds before I pressed the record button. And she just showed us that it's empty. We've only been recording for 4 minutes and 57 seconds. And it's literally, she just showed us it's empty. I'm sorry. I couldn't let it slide. I just had to share it.
I mean, not a crumb in sight. Like, bag cleaned out, straight foil.
Please be gone because these, they put at least they put air in half of the bag. And it was in the variety pack. So, the variety pack chip bags don't be that big.
But where do the crumbs go?
No, it's literally no crumb, not a single crumb.
You see it.
Okay, maybe 5.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 5.
There's like 3 in there.
Okay, great.
There's a little blur now.
Go ahead.
I really want to, I agree with you 100%, but really I move off of principle. So it goes male, female. It really don't matter. I give it up the same way no matter what your anatomy is. But I do think I can agree that there are different rules for women versus men in this world, and the way they navigate their relationships with their peers. So, yeah, I agree with you. I don't got really nothing different to say.
You mentioning about principles being an important factor, I think that plays a part on how I think girl code runs, because it's always, to me as well, about the principle of a situation than it is, about the actual situation. So I think principles, boundaries, and also just having that like girly vibe and connection plays a part into girl code for me. Like basically like being a girl's girl, like would be considered being a part of girl code. So for y'all two that said last time when we discussed that y'all aren't really girl, whoa.
Hold on. It happens to the best of us, Spooky. It's okay.
Okay. So
Sis got a little tongue tied. That's it.
Yeah, struggling there. For the other two, for y'all two that said that you guys aren't girls or not so much, you definitely have to be a little bit in order to value girl.
I know. I definitely see your point. But at the same time, I'm going to give it up the same way regardless. So, and I don't think that I'm not a girl's girl because I was one of the two last time who didn't necessarily subscribe to that label. I wouldn't say that I'm not a girl's girl entirely. Like, I want women to win, period. But at the same time, It's the principle, male, female, it don't matter. But I do get where you're coming from. Like, in order to understand girl code and fall in line and fall in step, you have to be a bit of a girls to understand really what girl code even is without somebody having to verbally lay out the rules for you, which is crazy.
I think where I draw the line of differentiation between the two for me is when I think of girl, I think that applies general. That applies to outside of your, everyday females that you interact with, your friends, case may be. And then when I think of girl code, I think of whether, I don't want to say rules, but essentially like a set of rules or boundaries that you set, but it's your friend group. Like, it applies to the people that you actually interact with. Because to me, it also relates to loyalty. So for me, girl code. So it's like I have that loyalty to females that I interact with. You know what I mean? So I think that's where I kind of have like I see your point, but I have a little bit of a disagreement there at the same time.
Yeah, I feel what Winter is saying in regards to like just being friends with guys and then also being friends with girls. I feel like when it comes to any type of code, regardless if you guys, any male or female, if they're your friends, there's still a code to stick by. That's just how I feel, no matter the gender at all. So I posted on my story in regards to people giving me opinions on girl codes and what they think. So someone said, stop telling embarrassing stories unprovoked, especially being around men. What do you guys think about that?
I feel like I agree with that, because especially if you are, around a group of guys and your friend may be interested in one of them or something like that, why is your first go-to to tell an embarrassing story about them? Like, what benefit do you get out of that for trying to be funny? It's a kiki haha.
You don't get no
Especially around the
benefit.
men. Yeah, like there's no brownie points for that. Now, if it's us, I'm gonna say that story and be like, remember when?
Oh yeah, y'all don't miss. Y'all do not miss at all.
If it's just us, I'm gonna definitely say that. But I think also too that goes with knowing your friend and knowing, just their comfortability with things and what things are willing to share and not share, and things like that. But yeah, why would you think it's cute to do something like that? You get no brownie points for that whatsoever.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever shared or been in a situation where things were shared about me in front of people that I didn't want things talked about. I feel like my friends we all just have that understanding that, some things that happen are left where they're at, unless we're simultaneously all laughing about it and bringing it up. Now, when it comes to the fact that we have a pod, I will definitely be saying some stories, but with no names. So no one actually knows who or what anybody, like anything happens. But other than like something like this, I probably would never, I don't think I have or I won't ever do that. And I do think that's a little crazy because if something happened to me and it's embarrassing, you definitely shouldn't be telling my business to other people, especially if I don't know.
Right, because if I told you that I'm trying to talk to this guy at the bar and you just decide to come up and be like, so remember when remember nothing, because I don't remember nada.
As far as I know, it never happened. No, that's absolutely crazy. I feel like then it comes the time where I'm giving you the side eye because what was the reason? Like, quite literally, what was your intention and your purpose for opening your mouth and allowing those words to come out of it? Like, I just, because if I did it to you, would that be okay? So, yeah, no, that's a no-go.
That's a fact.
That's a
Yeah, and
no-go.
I'm doing more than side eyeing. I'm kicking her leg, trying to do the
Oh my God.
the
Okay, great.
At this point, we scrapping. At this,
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Got it.
Okay, so the next one is, if you're my friend and you don't like a person, I need a valid reason on why you don't like them. It can't be, I just don't like them. We too grown to be beefing with females for no reason.
I get it, right? Logically, I get it. But I'm going to preface this by saying there are two types of friends. I feel like you fit into two categories. There are the ones who take everything They're super dramatic. Everything is over exaggerated. There's always a reason to them that doesn't make sense to anybody else as to why they feel the way that they feel. And then there's the other bucket of friends who genuinely give deep thought into the way that they live their life, and don't move by the seeds of their emotions, right? So for the first friend, I'm not paying nothing you got to say no mind. More than likely, the person you're talking about is not even in my circle, right? Not like 10 times out of 10 in my life and my experience, that bucket of friends are the ones who are constantly bringing people around and dropping people just as quickly as they're being brought on, right? So I was never circulating in that vicinity with those people, period. Now, the other group of friends, you don't like her? Something had to happen. Why? I want to know why for my own knowledge, but at the end of the day, you brought her around. So more than likely, that's not really my friend anyway, because I'm not the type to make friends with my friends' friends. And I know that sounds crazy, like it's a very rare occurrence, like I have two in which that has happened, but like we grown now, so like,
Yeah.
let's be for real. But it's, I feel like I have friends who fall into one of those two groups. So if you're the one that's constantly bringing people around and then dropping them like flies, I was never circulating with those people anyway. So cool, you don't like her, that don't got nothing to do with me. I'm living my life anyway, probably never gonna see the girl again. The other group, all right, cool, you don't like her, but I do want to know why, like what happened.
Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely asking why, just because, really. Like, just because I want to know, like, what's the tea? Like, what happened?
Literally.
But I'm with you on that. The first thing I thought of was literally, it depends on your friend, because like you said, your friend's temperament may just be she's really a hater for real, low key, like, and so she really just might not like somebody because she's just genuinely a hater. Why is that your friend? That's another conversation for another day. But it's like, why would you listen to her? I feel like I say that too because I've been in situations on the other end of the spectrum where it's like people have disliked me, and then I later find out it was because of something they were friends with who just
I
hated.
agree. I think that's why I have the same perspective. Yeah, because it's never been the other way around. It's never been a situation where, why are you still talking to her? I don't like her no more. It's
Right.
always, they don't talk to me. Okay.
I never knew them. Like, I don't know them, so I'm confused. Why? Like, actually, like, oh yeah, so and so. Like in college,
Like, who is
I've had
that?
situations like that. Yes,
Yes.
where someone that I'm very good friends with, even to this day. I remember in college, I think kind of around the time we graduated, she came to me. We were just having a conversation, going through memories, and she was just like, "Yeah, Sally said she didn't like you because of X, Y, and Z, and this and this and that, da da da." And I said, I've never had a conversation with that girl ever, like literally ever since I started going here. I've never talked to her ever. I've seen her, but I've never talked to her. So I don't really know how she dislikes me this much. It was like coming from a place of genuine hate too. I was like, oh wow, this is crazy. Like, okay.
It's giving
But if
hater.
my friend
Right.
was that way, like if my friend followed that girl code, we would never be friends. And we're like sisters. So, you know what I'm saying? So I think it really just depends on the type of friends that you have. Now, if one of y'all say, I don't rock with this person, it's almost 10 times out of 10 that I'm gonna be like, okay, we don't rock with them. It's really, I'm gonna still ask
Right.
why, but we don't rock with them. That's it.
Right. Just because I want to know, though. Not that it's
Yes.
going to change the way I act
No.
whatsoever. You don't rock with them. Okay, cool. It's clips. But what
Yeah.
happened?
No facts.
Right, because I want to know the tea.
Yes.
For real, though, because I feel like there's certain people that are like, that I feel like are just, like, I feel like if I act a certain way towards one of my friends, I would want them to act like that towards me. And I feel like we all have that mindset where it's like, we want to be around people not more so that act like us, but are like have similar traits on how we move and how we address certain stuff. So it's like, yeah, I want to know why you're not friends with. I feel like now, well, before when I was like back in high school or middle school and I was friends with someone and they told me they didn't like the person, I didn't even care what the reason was. I wasn't liking that person either. Until I started realizing, certain people don't move the way you move, girl. You can't be moving like that and then they don't be having that same energy towards you. Like,
That's true
it's
too.
Blind
just
loyalty will get you caught up. It'll get you
exactly.
caught up. Because what am
You
I
just
being
gotta
loyal to?
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta observe from a distance and see how they move before you even start acting like that, because then you're gonna have a lot of people not liking you for no reason just because you wasn't liking them because of your friend.
By association. Like, yes. Yes, hit the nail on the head with that one.
So say there's a circumstance where me and my best friend met this girl, we became her friend, and then my best friend and her got into an altercation or something and they stopped talking to each other. For me, if that's actually my friend, they're both my friends. In that case, I feel like it would depend on the type of situation that caused them to stop speaking for me to distance myself from this person. But also, I'm also a person that when I gain a relationship with someone, I'm not just gonna like you all said, like drop it just because my best friend doesn't like this person anymore. It also just depends on the type of the severity of the situation. If it was something crazy disrespectful and I'm ready to like swing on her too, then in that case I wouldn't be her friend. But if it was something that is just like, how girls do sometimes, they get into arguments and then they stop being friends for a little bit, something like that, then I'm just gonna let it hash out, let it fix themselves. And if they don't work, when it comes to my events and I'm hosting stuff and you guys are both my friends, you better be cordial while it's for me. Other than that, I don't care whether they're friends or not, because that don't have nothing to do with it.
I think too, what that made me think of, and this is just maybe my personality type, but once I say I'm not somebody's friend, I'm really not their friend anymore. Like literally though.
Facts.
So I think that's why
facts.
I can't relate to that narrative of girls being, I know that it happens obviously, but being friends with somebody and then y'all stop talking or like you have a falling out and then now you're back friends again. I actually have really never experienced, like once I told somebody you're not this is dating even back middle school, high school, always been that way, even as a kid. Once I said you're not my friend, I have friends from high school. I had a circle of friends in high school, deaded half of them and never talked to them again till this day. It's just, I'm not saying that that's a great trait, but I'm just saying that it's just, that's my reality. So I don't know if I can get with that. I feel like that would piss me off. It does piss me off actually when my people do it. Like, you just told me you wasn't friends with her. Why is you friends with her again? So that's also something I have to work on for myself, just letting people work through their own thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's more frustrating too. It's like, you just told me we weren't friends. Now you guys aren't friends, so I'm not expecting to really see this person around. And then next thing you know, a week later, you're friends again. But you also weren't friends because she did some weird stuff behind your back. So that makes me think, like, what are you really doing behind my back? Because if you just allowing disloyal and crazy stuff happening to you and you're just like, oh yeah, we're fine, we're back to normal, I think it kind of just seems like, where are your morals? Because I understand that everyone's different, but you better not be doing anything behind my back like that and I don't know about it and you were just so butthurt because someone did it to you. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, one, I never got into a situation like that. If we stopped being friends, we really just stopped being friends. Yes, I haven't like talked to people before, but it wasn't like, oh, we're hashing out, like we're never talking again, like a mutual discussion. I feel like it depends. Okay, I feel like that would make, now that I'm thinking in my brain, I feel like that would make a big difference, because if there's a mutual understanding, like we both had a conversation and we're not friends anymore, then definitely not gonna rebrief some friend. But if it was like a one-sided, I'm not talking to her and the other person doesn't even know, y'all just got into a fight or like an argument, then I feel like that would be a little different, because it's just like a one-sided friendship. You know what I mean? Not like a mutual, like they're both saying it. Like, what do you guys think?
Yeah, no, I think that makes sense. I think for me though, specifically, and to the exact question or girl code rule that was brought up, for one, I don't and never have make friends easy. Like, I'm very selective about people who I call my friends. And so much to my first response of, well, more than likely, if you're not talking to them, they were your friend. And they were never really my friend to begin with. So it's neither here nor there for me. So that's the first thing. But then the second point is, I think as I've gotten older, I've become much less black and white. And I understand that there's nuances to every dynamic and every relationship. And it's easy for me to remain kind of in the gray or on the outside because that person never really became my friend in the first place, but also understanding that there's dynamics to any relationship, whether it be two females being friends, a male and a female being friends, or my girl and her ex, which is a whole nother conversation that I would love for us to dive into, that I can be cordial with people and not be disrespectful, but like, you never felt comfortable enough coming out of your mouth calling me a friend because I've never let you into that space in my life. So that's not something that I can really give too much air to in regards to like the actual specifics of that situation, because I, for one, have never been in that situation. It's either you are my friend and I'm gonna make it plain, or you're cool, like we cool, but like I wouldn't call you a friend. And then if you're not my friend, it's very clear that, or if I don't rock with you, it's very clear I don't rock with somebody. Like, I don't play the in between of that. Like, I feel like people are nodding a little bit they're agreeing a little too much.
It's just a fact. It's a fact.
It's a fact. But yeah, so.
Well, I was also nodding because I agree. Like, for myself too. Like, for my personal self, for sure, agree.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like I get the person's point who brought up that rule, and I don't think it's wrong necessarily. I just think there's nuances to that particular conversation depending on the person that you are and the person that your friend is. So
agreed.
Oh, okay. But the question, before I forget, because y'all know my memory is selective and short term. How do y'all feel about that same rule, but when it comes to your girl's exes? Okay, let me break it down, right? So obviously, your friend starts dating someone, they're official, their boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever, and they stop talking, they stop dating, they break up. Is it okay for your friend to continue to be friends or friendly with your ex? And not to say that I'm not going to act like, because she wants him, because that could be a narrative, but just in general.
Me personally, I feel like it will be a different situation if she was friends with this guy before they even got into a relationship. That's different. Now it wouldn't be like no big issue if they were like still talking, because I would never. First of all, it was my decision to even talk to him in the first place, knowing that you guys were already friends before the relationship even happened. So I can't be mad that you guys are still talking because you guys were friends before this. So it's like, but if it wasn't like that, now that's a different situation. There should be no reason you talking to my ex.
Because how do you know him?
Right. Unless you're trying to figure out when he's going to send flowers to my doorstep. Or do a surprise party for me. There should be no
or outside in the rain with the boombox on his shoulders.
Exactly.
What's going on?
Because what are y'all talking about for real? I want to know. Let me see the tag.
Show me.
Right. Let me see. I don't see no mention about no flowers. So what's going on?
Oh,
no,
that's actually hilarious.
I feel like I agree with that sentiment. Yeah, I feel like if you were friends with, my friend also first, or, whatever the case may be, you guys had your own friendship outside of us dating before we started dating, then it is what it is. As long as it doesn't cross a line that it didn't cross before. Like, don't try to get real sneaky now that, but we've always been friends. Yeah, but you weren't having these conversations before, so don't try to have those type of conversations now. That's pump your brakes, please. But yeah, if you didn't know him outside of me, what do y'all literally what do y'all have to talk about? unless he trying to get back with me. If I even want to get back with him, probably don't, knowing me. But like what would
No
y'all have to talk
offense.
about?
Speaking of exes, off limits. That's part of girl code. You don't talk to, date, do nothing with your friend's previous partner. If they had an emotional relationship with this person, emotional, it doesn't have to be physical. Physical, like whatever. Some people can detach their emotions from their physical. So I'm not going to say physical, but an emotional relationship with somebody, if they were talking and it was a situationship and your friend was like in love and it was just a situationship, it doesn't matter. Off limits. When it comes to emotions and the way and how deep some women are with their emotions or into their emotions, the people that you just can't talk, date, take to prom, none of
I'm
that.
literally drooling.
None of that.
Drooling.
Talk, date, take to
is
prom, none of that.
crazy.
That is against girl code. You just don't do that. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, you literally just don't do that. Like, if you're able to do stuff like that, you actually have no morals. Just ridiculous.
But you don't have respect for me. Period.
You don't have a
So
respect
what are
for
we friends
yourself.
for?
You don't have respect for yourself.
I
if
don't
you're
care
doing
how
that.
she feel about herself. You don't respect me. So what are we friends for?
What are we friends for? Yeah.
Obviously, I know you don't respect yourself, but never mind. See?
Yeah.
We are mature now.
We're letting it go. We're letting it go. Breathe in, breathe out. No.
What I will say is though, if
Woosah.
people gonna be doing stuff like that, don't be mad when someone else does it to you.
Period.
That's true
And that's
too.
what I will say, because they be acting like they be all butthurt, crying like, girl, you was just doing that to that other girl just a couple months ago. You forgot? Oh, okay, you must have. Let me remind you.
Have to.
Let me remind you.
Have to. Thought this was your silver lining? Your fairy tale? Oh, okay.
Yo.
Oh my gosh. I really hate to prey on or wish for anyone's downfall.
Never.
But let's really look at the statistics. I don't got real numbers, but like theoretically speaking, how many relationships, situationships that started off in murky waters ended up being successful, happy, and healthy? Because y'all could stay together, but is it healthy?
Right.
Are you happy? Or are you looking over your shoulder every 20 seconds?
They don't know if they're happy, sad, or mad.
All right.
They don't know what they are.
They just in it.
That's the problem.
And that's
they just
okay.
in it, and
That's
they just
okay.
love being in it. Like,
moral of the story, girl code, don't do nothing with your friend's exes. Don't, and you better not do nothing with your friend's current. Because at that point, she has every right to put hands.
Obituary made. Obituary made. Okay, I'll design it for you and send it to your family, and then let them put handcuffs on me. Thank you.
And smile in the mugshot. Okay.
Like, cheese.
Literally. Y'all looking for who did it? It was me.
I feel like that was always the thing I've said growing up, and just about girl code. The only way that you can see me fighting or arguing with a girl over a boy or man, whatever, is if they're my friend and they're the ones that like had relations outside of me. That's the only case. That's the only time you'll see me fighting or arguing over a dude. Other than that, you won't catch me fighting, arguing over no dude, because I don't even care. But when it comes to my friend, you don't even got one time. Like, there's no chances. Like, it's speculation. It's an issue. Yeah.
But also, if a girl put her hands on me about a guy, I'm not gonna fight about no guy. But once you put your hands on
That's
me,
different. Because we're not fighting over him. We're not fighting about him.
We
Now
fighting
I'm fighting about
We fighting because right.
Yeah.
ASS hands on me. When you was just picking your nose just a few minutes ago trying to argue back and forth.
Please, okay, please. Next.
Anyways.
No.
Picking the nose is crazy.
You know, them people be trying to do it low key. But anyways, there should also be no reason that my friend's man knows my business.
Oh yeah.
Because what's that about? Why hear him
Yeah.
he and over the phone when I'm telling you some real crazy stuff that just happened to me?
I feel like, now don't get me wrong, I'm a speakerphone kind of girl, right? But if I feel the vibe of the conversation switching, oh, I'm quick with it. Hold on one second. Okay, what were you saying?
Yeah, I'm quick to say, hold on, let me put my headphones in.
Yeah. And Will.
Nah, the first thing I ask, I'd be like, hey, who you with? You by yourself?
Oh, if that
Yes,
is the
Amani
question
is good for that.
that comes out of her mouth, immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately
go in
take
the
me
next
off.
room. Don't even put the headphones on. That's not enough.
I literally go in my
the
room,
next
close the
room.
door.
You can still hear a conversation with the headphones.
They sure can.
That is true. That is true.
I have very good hearing, so my headphones are typically pretty low. Now, as for others that are on this call with us today, that is not the case for them. So yes, you can hear their conversations through their headphones. Love you, girl. But yeah, no,
I'm pretty
immediately.
sure when I'm old, I will need hearing aids. But
yeah,
that's besides the point.
It's okay.
Just moving forward.
Yeah, it's okay. But immediately exit the vicinity, go in a different room. Just, it's out of respect and not for nothing. All your partner, I feel like the boundaries should be set early in the relationship. All your partner should feel comfortable asking is, are they okay? Once they get the yes,
I agree with that.
or the no, all right, go on about your business. Now, if it's a no, also for me, my man is very invested in my friends because he's had friendships with two of them, or 1, 2, before I even knew he existed, right? Then the other one, they fight like brother and sister. Also, her man is, his best friend in some way or shape or form. At this point. Yeah. So he's very invested in what all three of these ladies, or their emotional health, right? So if my response is no, he really don't even care for the explanation. Who, what, when, where. That's it.
No, that's a fact.
But yeah, I feel like your partner should really just, are they okay? If not, keep it pushing.
They either saying that or watch your six.
Period. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo.
But yeah, no. Definitely that boundary should be set early in a relationship. All right, pillow talking. What's the girl code on that? Since we getting into it. I don't know if that was a good or a bad What kind of was that?
I feel like it falls under the same guidelines as kind of like what you just said before. And I think sometimes people get carried away with the conversations that they have with their partner. Because like, for instance, I know I say like my partner is my best friend. He really, really is. I can talk to him about anything and everything. Do I talk to him about anything and everything? No. Do I also use my discernment about things that I have conversations with him about? Yes. But not everybody does that. Everybody may just be like, oh, I'm laying down with my man and we're having a conversation and it stays between us. But men gossip.
Oh, they do. Real bad. And I hate to hear it, but they do.
Honestly, I feel like sometimes it could be worse than females because
100%.
They get on their group chats and go in on their group
just let it rip.
times. Like, it'd be so much worse. Like, we're not sitting here like they talking about everybody on their calls.
But crazy. They use names, dates, adjectives. Any type of specification that can be provided is provided. And then a couple jokes on top. Like, just
right. They
your
don't
mouth
care.
Not tired. I'm confused. Like,
it's not.
There's a lot being said right now.
And when the mouth get tired, the fingers get to typing. Okay, it's just
okay. And then be kikiing and roaring, laughing like it's the funniest thing
literally.
On the planet.
I'm gonna just add this in because what did Drake say?
Niggas talk more than bitches these days.
Oh, she was quick with it. She was,
Let it sink
What
in
is that?
for real.
No.
What
If
is
you need
happening today?
to-
What
But
is
if you-
happening today? What is going on today? I know it's not just me now. No,
Clip
did you
it.
really
Clip that.
Did you really
Clip that.
Oh my gosh. What do they be saying? If you need to find out something quick, fast, in a hurry, hire a Black woman. She is a certified FBI secret
Is.
agent, baby. She gonna get you
Is.
all the information. Because the way she locked into the conversation, she said, hold on, I got something for this. And played the clip of the
Literally, it
song
was
is
so
crazy.
quick.
What did Drake say? I'm like, what did he say?
I thought she was gonna
Wait.
say it though.
I thought she was gonna say it too, and then the music went. I was like, oh,
Wait, run it back one more time. What he say so that we can move on.
He said,
Niggas talk more than bitches these days.
dang. Drake ain't never lied. Never.
He lied a couple times, but
All right,
about
all
to
right,
say,
all right.
we
no.
like
He
all
definitely
of
did
it.
lie.
Be
Be
calm.
calm, be calm,
Why
be calm.
can't I just go with it? Like, I can never just go with it. ever.
No, I'm not
Like,
going
I
with that.
don't understand it.
He said never. You never can.
because he do be lying. He do, but
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's reel it back in. So,
okay. So when I say pillow talking, I don't mean just the action of laying down in bed and talking to your partner, right? I mean you're opening your mouth and you're saying things that have been said to you in a confidential conversation openly to your partner, and now borderline in gossip. Like, not, I'm actually worried about my friend. What do you think I should do? If you think I should do anything, I don't know what to do at this point, but you're gossiping about other people in your life who have come to you to have a confidential conversation, to, vent to you and seek solace within your friendship.
okay, so I feel like because of that full definition, I definitely agree with Tay a lot. Like, I know I can go to him and talk about anything. And when it comes to my friends, I just don't cross that line. Like, what's told to me is told to me, because I would hope that they respect me enough to do the same on their side when it comes to certain things that I just want between us, you know? So when it comes to girl code and pillow talking I just don't agree. I don't agree with that. I would definitely not be doing that, and I don't do that. So yeah, what's told to me is told to me from anybody, like any person. So I guess I keep secrets, basically.
They're not your secrets, though. I think that's important.
Oh yeah.
To kind of,
Not
yeah.
No, not me keeping secrets.
Yeah. No,
I
but
keep
you
other
just said I
people's
keep secrets. So
People
I'm
don't
cutting
be
it.
trying to misconstrue her words. Okay?
right. She'll keep your
Okay,
secrets
but yeah.
for you. Period.
What's going on up in here?
All right.
Hey,
You're
y'all.
interrupting.
Hey, how everybody doing?
We
I'm
ain't
on the
hear
group chat calling.
Period.
Yes, we have to leave this in. We have to leave that in.
Our first guest appearance, everybody.
Yes, let's give it up.
Clapping
Let's
a
give
sound.
it up.
Clapping sound.
Ooh.
Woo. Put a clapping sound here.
He walks in and goes, I know you were hungry. Look what he brought me.
Please. Y'all, it is a half-eaten egg roll. Quarter of a piece.
You haven't touched that at all. That's the exact plate he brought you.
She said,
Honestly, I'm not
Like,
surprised.
you can't make this up. You can't
I'm
make
not
this up.
surprised at all.
We're gonna have
but at
to
least
cut
he
his
thought of
guest
you.
appearance
You
out
know
of the
why?
episode.
He just didn't want to eat anymore, and that's why he brought it to you.
So this one was not from someone. This is off of what I think should also be in girl code. I feel like it is about to be 2025 and females are still confronting females about their NIGGA. I don't understand why are we doing that still? Like,
Cut
I
it
thought
out.
that was like
Cut it out. Just stop it. Don't do it no more. Leave it alone.
Please.
Rule of thumb: if you have to confront another woman about your man,
He's
baby,
not
that
your man.
is not your man. Okay,
Not at all.
Like, what?
Not even half.
leave it alone.
Honestly, okay, so something that I think is great advice when it comes to that, back in the day when there used to be all these memes circulating on Tumblr and stuff, I always remember one that says, if someone has to choose between you and someone else in a relationship, let them choose the someone else. Because I think that's crazy.
Make the choice easy
So,
for them. You no longer have to choose.
make
I'm
it
not
easy.
an option.
Yeah. Like,
There you go.
if you got to talk to people, confront people, yeah, no. It's a no for me, Bob.
I don't like being anybody's second anything. So that's that. Count me out, buddy.
Like, I feel like it's one thing. Like, if you're going into females' DMs and you really trying to confront them and you talking all crazy in their DMs, don't expect for them to be like the response to be all very calm, cool, and collective. Or honestly, don't expect the response at all. Because I'm gonna just show that I read your message and didn't respond. Honestly.
See me. This let me tell you what I would do.
Ooh, okay.
See me. I got this problem, no more. But see me. This is how I used to handle those situations. If you contact me and you ask me about your man, I'm telling you the truth. I am. And at this point, I'm going to make sure that it hurts your feelings. I'm going to tell you every detail that he spewed out of his mouth and make sure that you're sick to your stomach. Because why are you even asking me any questions? Because if you really want to know, he said y'all weren't together. And I don't want him anyway.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I don't really know what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was just wasting his breath when he was talking to me anyway. So now you're wasting your breath asking me what he was wasting his breath about. It's just really everybody's wasting breath. I just feel like save it. Life is short. So you should have just stopped while you were ahead. That's just how I feel. So yeah, if you ask me, sick to your stomach. That's it.
I swear, because any response, even if you tell them the truth, they're going to get tight. Like, you're the problem. Like, no, babes, it's your boyfriend that's the problem. Or your man, because I don't even know if y'all really in a relationship or not, because I'm being told something else. But like, yeah. But I feel like I'm also cool with having a woman-to-woman DM. Now, that's a little different for me. I feel like if I'm not cool with you, or you obviously don't have my number, so you can't text me, but we cool. We sometimes, I'm hearting your pictures that you're posting on your story, whatever. We're kind of like not social media friends, but like we're cool. Like we respond to each other or whatever the case may be. And you ask me like, yo, sis, like, or I don't even know. Actually, don't even call me sis. Just be like, yo, like, I just want to know, like, woman to woman, like, is he in your DMs? Like, da-da-da. I'm be like, yeah, he is. Like, I'm not going to have no crazy response to it. I'm going to let you know. But don't be coming in my messages coming all
That's why I
crazy.
said I'm
like,
snitching.
I'm the problem.
Talking hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not lying on your
It's
behalf.
not what you say. It's how you say it.
Never was lying on your behalf. Like,
never.
If they ask, they will know. And if you come at me crazy, now I'm going to make sure that you're sick. Because why would you even be talking to me like that? Why did you think that was a good idea?
See, this is how I know I've like
just take these
matured,
screenshots,
because
do with it as you will. Don't got nothing to do with me. You and your man can get the on, please. Thank you.
Please, quick and fast.
Bye.
Okay, wait. So I have a question. Going off that tangent, I have a question. So how do you all feel about being I'm talking about being the woman that gets messaged from someone coming to you, woman to woman? Because I know that you just said about them basically asking you things, but like, what if it was you're not asking them, but like, what if vice versa, they come to you telling you things? How do you feel about
you're saying,
people
like,
that
they came
do
to
that?
you saying, hey, so and so is doing X, Y, and Z, I think you should know, type of thing?
Exactly. How do you
Okay.
feel about like the girls that do that?
Oh, I don't have any thoughts about them. But see, me, this is why I ask for people to leave me alone. Because it gets real diabolical up in this head, baby. First thing first, I'm definitely the type to be sitting down waiting for you to walk through the door. Chilling. I'm not hot, nothing. I got all
With the lamp on,
baby, lamp on, glass of wine in hand. How was your day today? Sit down for me. I've literally had these conversations. So not currently, but like in the past, I've literally had these conversations knowing all of the answers to the questions that I'm asking. You got one time to play with my intelligence. One time to fix your mouth to look like you about to lie to me. Yeah. And it's clips. Like, you don't gotta worry. You don't gotta worry about me, but do not play in my face. Because if you play in my face, then you're gonna see a whole nother side of Winnie that you've never seen. And I recommend for everyone, involved and not involved, the neighbors, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, and your kid if you have them. Leave me alone. Please don't play with me. That's really just the moral of the story. So as for the women coming to me, sharing that information, it's really just a thank you. And that's it, because I don't, like, what were you expecting? But the man.
Right. I feel like for me receiving a message, it's like, okay, thanks. Like, I think, yes, obviously it's hard because it's a touchy thing. Like, do you want to tell this person this and it hurts them and whatever, or do you want to let them know? You know, you just trying to figure it out. But if you manage to come to somebody and tell them woman to woman what was going on, I feel like that is probably one of the best things that can be done, because in that case, yes, it's going to hurt them, but at least that person can choose how they want to move with their life from there. Because I feel like basically things getting done behind your back, you don't know about. So if you're only seeing the picture one way, you're just living your life like this, not knowing these crazy things going on behind your back. So once you find out, then you can be like, okay, like, don't want to do this anymore. Or you could be like, listen, we're going to work through this, blah, blah, blah. But at least you get to choose what you want to do with your path to being told that information. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I think it's better to be able to choose than basically not knowing and just going about it like this without knowing.
I feel like that's actually funny, because I was just watching the new season of Selling Sunset and last night, and it was an episode where I don't know if you guys watch it, but if any of the viewers watch it, you know, there's Bree and then there's Chelsea, and Bree does not like Chelsea. And Bree found out from a friend that she saw Chelsea's husband in a hotel lobby making out with another female. And Bree didn't know how to go about with that information, because she doesn't claim Chelsea as her friend, but she feels like woman to woman, she felt like she just needed to tell her, because she's been in that position before where someone, you know, was her boyfriend was cheating or her husband was cheating, and she would rather, regardless if it was you guys are friends or not, like, it's like, as a girl, you would want to know no matter what. But one thing about it, if a female come in it's like, if they're throwing it in my face instead of being woman to woman, like, oh, then that's a whole different problem for me. That's a whole different problem.
Yeah.
It's like, you do never want the wrong female to know that type of information, because now I gotta talk to my man, because I know you don't got no females out here coming at me crazy, and it's off of stuff that you did.
But that's
like, are you dumb?
The conversation is happening regardless, because what is this? Why is this coming to my phone? But I definitely agree.
Right.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But I think
definitely
that's
agree.
what I need to know. Yes.
I think the difference is whether I condone DV in the conversation or I don't. I think that's what I don't condone it. But what I'm saying
100%.
is
That's the
that
no,
might
it don't
be the
matter.
difference between the two
It
conversations.
don't matter. Ain't no difference. They getting it the same way because why is this coming to my phone? I tried. I really did try to buy into that. Can't do it.
Like the embarrassment. The embarrassment.
Wait, so would you rather want to know, Amani, for yourself?
I would want to know regardless.
Mhm.
But I just would want to know in a certain way. I wouldn't want it to just be thrown in my face, and that's how I found out.
Exactly. I also feel like it really depends on how it's approached. Like
Yeah.
if it's a girl that you already had beef with her in the past, like she's just trying to do that to be spiteful, obviously that's like a different case. But if it's more, when I think of woman to woman, I don't think of it being a spiteful thing personally. Like when someone's coming to me with that, like that saying, I don't think it's spite. I feel like it's just like just genuine, like, hey, this is going on. That's how my brain connects to the term. I know that I feel like coming to somebody and you're doing it out of spite isn't coming woman to woman. That's just you just being like intentionally, you know what I mean? I feel like there's a difference for me.
No, I agree.
I don't know
think
if you
that
guys agree on
that
that.
Yeah,
phrase,
there's definitely a difference.
I agree. I think that phrase of speech has been misused a lot. Actually, no, because if you really think about the reason why it's popularized, if you listen to the lyrics of that song, they using it how it's supposed to be used. I understand the purpose of coming to somebody woman to woman. Like I get it. But there are two different tones of that conversation. But if I'm going to be very, very frank, like this is all jokes aside right now, I am so against any kind of drama in my life, point blank, period. So if that text or that DM or however it's coming to me is coming to my phone, I have nothing to say to her, very little to say to him. And see, this is where I do get tight. F all your friends who knew. Forget all of them who saw something, heard something, and had an inclination that something was going on and didn't say anything to me, right? That's where I start to get irritated because now you're playing with my intelligence. So when it comes to the man in the equation, go ahead, baby, kick rocks. Like, I'm going to give you your chance to say your piece just out of pure amusement because I'm done either way. And then for her, like, there's really nothing, because if the conversation was more than, you have more to tell me or more to show me than just him liking or saying something, if you actually have responses to his messages, you're a part of the problem. Don't have nothing to say to you either. But all of those people who sat around and knew, that is the ultimate form of disrespect, is the ultimate disregard to my character, my person, and who I am as a woman. For y'all, because y'all have talked to me since then. I haven't had no contact with any of y'all. If you're his friends and that's my man,
Right.
at some point in time we're speaking. So that's kind of like where I feel like the problem lies for me. But realistically speaking, I'm 100% in most cases, unless if somebody is blatantly disrespecting me, the person to tell everybody and their mother to go kick rocks, because you're not about to set me off. Because baby, when I see red, I see red. So yeah.
Right. And for the guys or the person that I'm talking to and their guy friends, don't be calling me no sis if you ain't telling me nothing. Don't call me sis because I ain't your sis. Let it be known now. And yes, it is Amani talking. So for the listeners, yeah. Because I don't like that. Don't be calling me sis and you over here with my man with a whole nother girl and y'all just sitting down and you calling the next girl sis. No. Absolutely not. Nope. But we'll get on into that guy code in another episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know. I got to know because
I think that's in their guy code where they just, and I think I get it to a certain extent, but it's like, why are you even, or why would my man be friends with other people that are okay with that, or just him being okay with that. Like, I don't know how they can be around. Like, that's just crazy to me. I don't know.
100%. Absolutely.
I'm
Because
with you.
just like how they say, whoever you hang around, you act just like them, or you are just like
Birds
them.
of a feather.
So
That's the saying.
That's the
That's what they
same,
say.
girl. And they say it with all their chest because it might really be the truth. Might just be.
All right, what else you got for us, Amani?
someone else had commented and also said, if we ride together to a function, then we leave the function together. And I 100% agree with that. I don't understand how people are okay with leaving the function and didn't leave with the people that they came with, unless they told you otherwise, that they were getting a ride from somebody else. But even if that was the case, if I'm not comfortable with whoever you're riding with, then I'm staying with you, because I'm not about to have you,
Yeah.
even if they're under the influence. Like, no, you might feel like that's okay, but it's not okay.
I feel like, because for my conscience, I would love for you to tell me before we go out that you're planning on getting a ride or going out with or staying with someone or going to your man's house, like whatever it is, before. Because once you're a little too lit and you're trying to make vast decisions for yourself, like, and you're leaving me, now I'm thinking about, like, it just makes me think, like, dang, like, if something happens to you, like, you left me and you weren't fully there or something, you know? So I think, yeah, basically I agree. We come together, we leave together, unless it's planned in advance.
Right. Because then it also got me thinking, like, well, if you were already planning to leave with somebody else, are you just using me to get a ride to the function? Because if you would have told me ahead of time that
Okay.
you were leaving with somebody else, and I wouldn't even have gone. Most of the time I'm going because you want to go.
I'm telling you. I promise you, that's how it was, especially in college. I bet you we all became pedestrians, and my car was parked right up, because what we're not about to do, we're not about to be using me to get a ride, and no, we're not doing that. We'll all be pedestrians today, and we'll all walk there, and we will all walk back. I don't know what to tell you. I really, really don't. I really don't. But I agree with that. If we go somewhere together, we are definitely leaving together. I just feel like that's girl code. That's just safety. That's just us, looking out for each other, making sure that we're safe, making sure nobody's taking advantage of either one of us, and just, keeping our eyes peeled. I just feel like, yeah, I agree. Girl code for sure.
What if you're having a night out with one group of friends and then you see one of your friends come with like her female friend, and then you notice she's like extra lit, and then her friend isn't there, like leaves her or something. In that case, would you make sure she leaves safely because she's your friend? Like, would that be a part of like your girl code? Like, I show up, you're with someone else, like your own friend, she leaves you, and now my friend's left there by themselves and I'm there. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, now you're with me. There's no question asked. Like, now you're with me. And the people that I hang with follow by that same code, even if they aren't, somebody that are friends with them as well. It's just the people I hang with would be like, oh, yeah, no, we're going to make sure she gets home. Or it would be like, y'all, she's not up to par right now. We might need to be out. I need to make sure she gets home. And the people that I rock with would definitely be on some, okay, yeah, we're out. She needs to get home. So, yeah, to me, that just the same thing, same rules. She comes with me. I'm making sure that she gets home. And I'm asking you, where did your friend go and why did she leave you? And I better not see you out with her again, because no, I don't like it.
No, literally.
No,
Because why? Who is that? Why were you out with her in the first place?
Literally.
Like, please don't ever do that again. That's the dumbest thing you could have. See, I get tight because at this
Yes,
point you're
that's
playing with your safety, and
exactly.
I really do not like that.
When I
I
say
am literally the
angry,
friend, right?
mm,
I'm literally the friend that tells everyone be easy. I'll tell my friends to be easy. I'll tell their men to be easy, because you are carrying precious cargo, baby. Make sure that my girl get home safe. Thank you.
right.
Like, please don't let me ever see you out with her again. because then she's not going to like me. Because how
promise.
dare you?
What do you mean y'all came here together and we turn around and she's gone? Huh?
She don't
she
care
just
about
automatically
you, for real.
assumed that you were like she just automatically assumed, oh, you know somebody else here, so I'm out. What? That's crazy.
Definitely crazy. And what I do know is that y'all better make sure that y'all don't pull off until she make it home in the crib. That's another girl code for me.
Yes.
I will never pull off until I know that she is right at her door and she walks
In the house. Yeah, in the house. I close the door and call you. Did you lock the door? Because to know me is no, I'm Fort Knox. I don't play locked car doors, locked front doors, top lock, bottom lock. Like, for real. I really do not play about locked doors. I really don't. So yes, 100% agree.
Honestly, I do that with anybody that I'm dropping off, even if it's not a girl. I'm making sure they get into where they're going, and I'm pulling off once I know they inside something, like inside a building, inside the house, whatever it is.
Right, because I be watching way too many videos of crazy stuff be happening, for real. Just off of the pull off, like, I'm gonna be there for them extra 10 seconds. Yeah.
No, for
And I'm
sure.
looking around too, like, I already do that when I post up at the crib. I don't care if I'm home or not at my residence. I'm looking around before I walk off that door.
Listen, I watch too much crime before I go to bed. I ain't got time to play with y'all. I don't. I really don't. I really, really don't.
I feel like another girl code for me is just, especially about what we talked about in the other episode, mainly the teaser that was just posted about if your wig is pushed back, just know we'll let you know. Like, if you got lipstick in your teeth, girl, I'm letting you know.
Yes.
Yes.
If your butt crack showing, I'm letting you know.
Well, that goes for male and female. I hate
the
to
male
see
though, it's like,
I'm sorry. I hate to
because
see
the moment
it.
I see a guy's butt crack, bro, leaving out the car or just something, I get turned off immediately.
Immediately.
Like, what? There should be no reason that's even happening. Like, button up your pants.
Not button up your pants. I literally
You're
can't.
a belle. You're a belle.
No, that's true though. That's definitely part of girl code. Like I said in the episode, I'm for real. If I see your wig sliding back, I'm telling you. If, like you said, lipstick on your teeth, I'm telling you. If your bra strap is showing and it's not supposed to be showing in this fit, I'm telling you. Or I might, depending on how I'm feeling, really depending on how I'm feeling, I may just fix it for you. Like if you're sitting at the sink washing your hands and I walk out the stall and I see it, it may just be my natural reaction to just, push it down really quick and be like, hey, your bra strap is showing. I got you though. And go on about my business and keep it pushing and leave the bathroom. I don't want to talk though. Like I just want to help you and then go. So there's that.
Right. But always make sure you do it discreetly because if
Wait
not...
Wait a minute. You talk to people in the bathroom and the clubs.
Yeah, I said I will, but it doesn't mean I always want to. It's usually because it'll be like a thank you, and then it's like, hey, everybody's lit and talking.
That's the only time she talks to girls.
Adult, that's what I'm saying. Everybody's lit and talking. But me as an adult, if I'm just in the bathroom, I'm not doing that.
No.
As a youngin', maybe.
No. There was a point in time. No. Because now memories is unlocked. There was a point in time where you definitely did associate a little more with females for sure. Because when we went to Jersey in
under
2018,
the influence.
Oh, you're right.
This is what I'm saying.
But when we went to Jersey, we made a whole friend.
Yes, big difference.
We made a whole friend. We were having a grand old time in somebody's section. We got invited to somebody's section we didn't know. We were out there having a great time. We ended up meeting this other girl that got invited to the section and her friend. Very nice. The friend wanted to leave. The girl did not want to go. We're going to call her Julie. Julie did not want to leave. And me and Tanita looked at each other. We were having a grand old time with Julie. I said, do you want to drive her back home? Because it's on the way back to our hotel.
You know me though. I'm still logic though. This is the thing. I know even doesn't matter. Even back then, I was like, probably like what? senior year. I might have been senior in college. But even when she said
Yes.
it, the first thing I asked the girl was, well, how far is to where you're staying?
Yes.
Because it's
And
still
then-
giving logic. Like, how far do I got to go?
Yeah, and it was on the way to the hotel, so it just made sense. Like, we put the GPS
Yes.
right then and make sure like we were going the right direction, and we
See?
were like, oh, it's on the way to the hotel. We'll drop you off right in Jersey.
Yeah.
And we
But again,
dropped this
girl
girl
code.
off.
I wasn't about to
and-
leave her
right.
by herself.
We
Like,
were
you know
with
what I'm
her probably
saying?
the whole time. Like, we met her
The
early
whole
on in the
time.
club. Like, we were probably with her the whole entire time. It wasn't like we just met her, but like we were with her the whole time, having a grand old time. Her friend was trying to leave early. We still enjoyed a good hour and a half after she left. So, yeah, I didn't hear
that's
that
it
under
was
the
fun.
influence part.
That's another thing with me. If I know I'm gonna want to be there for most of the time, and I already know how my friend is, and she gonna want to leave early, then girl, we're gonna have to drive separately because
I'm the friend
I-
driving separately.
I do not like feeling like I have to leave. Like you are my mother, and we gotta leave together. Even though, yeah, let's like how we talked about, we get there together, we leave together. All right, that's
But
fine.
if
But
it's
then we gotta talk
established, that's
about,
different.
yeah, we
That's
gotta
definitely
talk about
different. Yeah.
the time where you planning on leaving.
That girl, because y'all know. Well, what time it end?
What?
Not for nothing. Literally, I think it was one of the previous episodes that we recorded, and I was telling the story of Amani and me being on the phone before Deke's surprise birthday party, and she asked me how long I was staying for, and I told her, come quick because I got to go home. I'm definitely that friend.
Sidebar, I did not
All
come
the way
quick.
around.
She didn't.
Sidebar, I did not come quick. I did
Mhm.
come after the surprise had happened.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I was so happy that Winter was still there.
Yes.
I
yes.
was like, wow, Winter, I'm so shocked you were still here right now. She said, girl.
Guys, I was
Wait,
shocked.
It's time to
I think I
go.
was most surprised to see Winnie there.
Oh,
Honestly, because I was like,
love
I
you,
literally said
girl.
it's Sunday at 6. Oh, she loved me. Okay.
And the sun was not out, baby. It was dark
The
outside.
sun was down. The sun was
Girl,
down.
please, because you know the sun be going down around like 5 o'clock.
Don't matter.
More like 4.
Don't
Yeah,
matter.
definitely around
Y'all better
like
catch me in the
4:30.
summertime because when the sun go down, guess who not outside? Me, baby. Unless if I know in advance. If you tell me in advance, let me get my mind right. Like I said, I don't be outside much. Like, not really at all. But get me outside, baby, and I'm a good time.
No, for sure. Have to prep her.
Yes.
Have to.
That's the
Have to.
key. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Do you guys remember when we got her to come to the
Pop Smoke concert?
Pop Smoke concert?
It wasn't y'all. It was Pop Smoke.
All right.
I'm kidding.
First of all, we made
was
it
around her
and we
birthday.
drove. It was around her birthday.
It's a long
It was
island.
right. It was a couple weeks before he passed away, if I'm being
It literally
quite
couple
honest.
weeks.
It was
Mhm.
like 2 weeks before. We drove all the way to this place. We're driving. First of all, we already bought the tickets to get in, everything. We like early access.
I just remember
They
the
like
fact that
to,
we
okay,
We
wait,
were
sidebar,
driving.
before you say that,
Go
they
ahead,
like
okay.
to guilt me into doing things and going out. So
you
they
also
guilted
didn't live
me.
up there anymore. So
Besides
Right.
the point, you
Exactly.
guilted me into going out that night for my birthday.
And
you
we
guilted me by
pre-bought your
saying
ticket.
this is for your birthday, and we
Yeah.
already bought your ticket.
yeah, actually, yeah,
Okay,
it's exactly
see
what
y'all at
happened.
9. Like,
So I put
We'll
the
be there.
address.
Pick you up.
I picked everybody up, put the address in my GPS. We all hopped in Luna, had a grand old time. First of all, Luna is my
Mhm.
car, by the way. We're driving, right? Y'all, we're driving. It's our hit. We're driving. A half an hour blows by. It's an hour and 40 minutes. And we're like, yo, where are we at? We're on this
Like,
dark
why
road.
didn't we know?
Can't see.
Why didn't
Why
we
is
know
it
we were
taking
where
driving
we
so
were
long?
going. Like, we
Guys,
literally
I look
just
at
got
my-
in the car.
I look at my phone. It says we're in Long Island. We're at the
Mhm.
bottom of it. Like, we basically drove to
Mhm.
Pennsylvania or Philly. Like, we drove so far, and then we didn't
It was
feel
ridiculous.
it until we drove home. Because on the way
Yeah.
there, we were so hyped to, like, we about to see Pop Smoke, like, blah, 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 this is lit.
Mhm.
We get there, he comes out, we're hyped, we're dancing, blah, blah, blah. We
Wait,
leave,
pause.
and that was the problem. What?
because I just feel like we're also skipping something, right?
Okay, wait. Wow.
Uh-oh.
And this
What
is
I
what I
missed?
and it might have just been me, but I feel like there was just, you know, a misconception about the whole night. And I want to
Okay.
say that because
Yes.
one, we didn't know that we were going to Long Island, right?
Right.
Okay, great.
One.
We ended up being in
Uh-huh.
Long Island. That's number one. The
Mhm.
second one for me, and this is the main one,
Yeah. Where was it?
we thought we were going to a concert.
Yeah.
Concert.
Uh-huh.
We
Yeah.
went to a club appearance. We were
A
so
club.
confused because we were there. Okay, there's mad people. Like, we're like, okay, yeah, definitely a concert. Like, it was giving
Mhm.
concert vibes. We walk
Mhm.
inside, it's at a club. So we're like, okay, maybe he's just, you know, he was, you know, getting popular, but he wasn't like super like A-list celebrity. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, maybe he's still doing club shows. Okay, cool. We sat there for hours. We're like, okay, maybe he's just late. We're still trying to have a good time, dancing, vibing, whatever. He came out there for maybe 20 minutes, y'all. I'm not lying to you.
Mhm.
He came out for
I
all of
think that's pushing it.
maybe 20
But it was great.
minutes. It was great. We had a blast, but then I think we were still confused. We were like, okay, the show, he just came late, you know, celebrity status. Great.
Shirley was
when
saying
he-
he was coming late. Mhm.
But when he left, when he actually like stopped and walked off, I was stuck because I said, "Where's the concert?"
Mhm.
We did not drive all the. Okay, great.
We did not have our mindset for a club night. Like the vibes would have
No.
been completely different.
So different. I would have dressed
Yes.
differently. Like, it would have been so
I was gonna
different.
say we were like concert dress, like
dressed.
Mhm.
Yes.
jeans, whether it was crop top or like
We did
I
think
think
we were
when he
going
had like
concert. I forgot
hoodie
that.
jeans, sneakers,
Sure
like
did.
it
It
was
was
concert
cold.
vibes.
And that's why when we drove home, we were like, why is it taking so long? Like, on the way there, it was quick. We were like, kiki, laughing, hype. So we didn't even notice. We noticed on the way home that we were 2.5 hours away, and we done drove to see Pop Smoke for 5 minutes.
But also,
I
guess
was
who got
driving.
in their car at 3:00 in the morning and drove back on up the road another 40 minutes
Yes.
to go get in my bed? I sure
Mhm.
did. Sure did.
One
It's
thing
great.
you're going to do is go home.
I sure am. Every time.
Faithfully, and I respect it. I mean, I didn't have to drive that far, but I always make it home for sure.
Mm-mm.
I feel that. Yeah, that night, I just, now that we talk about it, I just don't understand how we just were so misled by everything. I just don't get it. And that's
Well,
not even in my
nothing.
DNA.
I had
feel
no
like.
clue what was going on, period.
Well, to be
I
fair,
was
Didi
forced.
found everything and then told me, it was like, we're doing this because winter is coming in
First
town.
of all,
So
we're
let me
blaming
be, no.
you. Got it.
No. Let me be clear. Kat
Oh,
found
okay.
everything.
Okay, so it was
I
third party.
told you guys.
yes.
Because
Yes.
Kat, so actually now it makes a little more sense as to why we ended up at a club.
I have a
concert.
bone to pick with you if you're listening,
Yeah,
Kat.
we're gonna
I've
have
got
to
a bone to
talk.
pick with
Yeah,
you.
we're gonna have to talk about this because, yeah, that's who told us
I
about
had a
this
great
function.
time.
It was
I had
great.
no expectations.
It was
so,
great.
Well, that's also
was great.
yeah, that's true. But I just feel like I just knew we were going to a concert though.
Same.
I just was wondering why we were driving so long because I
I
kept
was wondering
hearing
that
the
too.
city. We're going to the city.
That's what
The
I
city
thought.
doesn't take,
Right.
honestly, at that time of night, it's like a cool 45. Like,
Yes.
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 Literally.
I was confused as to what was happening. Falling asleep in the back.
Same.
Like, what's going on? But
I
we
don't
got there. It
know.
was great.
Yeah, like we
Yeah.
had fun. It was chill. It was cool.
Mhm.
But I just don't understand. We were just so misled. But anyhow,
Yeah.
yeah.
One thing
Things
we're gonna
happen.
do
One for the
is
books.
definitely have fun when we go somewhere.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
We gotta figure
So
it
what
out.
was the girl code that led us into this conversation?
About leaving.
Oh,
Leaving.
yes.
And then we talked
Mhm.
about Atlantic City, and then we somehow started talking about Pop Smoke.
The bathroom. Something about the talking to, letting the girl know when
Homegirl.
she
Mhm.
out of line.
Fixing bra straps,
Okay.
all that
Yes.
good stuff.
Yes,
Do it every
and
time.
then met New Jersey, and
Mhm.
then
Mhm,
I
mhm,
still don't know
mhm.
how we ended up on
Yeah.
Pop Smoke, but yeah.
You were trying to give an example of how Tanasia is more of a girl's girl and that she does speak to females and she used to be more social with females. But that's neither here nor there. Back to the actual girl code point of
That was
helping.
not a part of Pop Smoke.
It wasn't. but that's how we got there. It happens. This is a segment of FaceTime with the group chat. Thank you for listening.
Again.
But no, the only thing that I want to say to that point is I agree. But the more we talk about these girl codes, the more I realize like I'm really not a girl's girl. And I'm really not a guy's girl either. Like I just love everybody. So like if I see a man and his shirt is a little janky, I'm gonna let him know. If I see a woman and her dress is tucked into her pantyhose, I'm gonna let her know. Like if I see a man out with his boys and I know him, I'm not gonna invite some random man into my vehicle. Very strange, very unsafe.
Please don't do it.
I'm going to ask him if he's good. Who's his ride? Who'd he come with? Do you need a ride home? Are you sure you're straight? All right, let me talk to the people who drove you. And I'm doing the same thing if I see a woman that I know out. Like I'm really just that midline. Like I need everybody to be straight.
Right.
So
Fair.
All right, y'all. Am I gonna usher in the end of this conversation? Because I'll do it. Don't tempt me. No, I'm kidding.
You guys
All
are done
right.
with that?
Yeah.
Say it's a whole lot of concert talk. I didn't really have much to say on that end because I wasn't there.
She wasn't there. It's okay. Well, y'all could talk about Summer Jam if you want.
No, we actually, you were actually invited to, Summer Jam. Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
She
But you
was
were
invited.
actually
That's another
but she
conversation for
wasn't
another day.
Of
Yeah.
age yet.
Yeah,
she
she was
wasn't.
invited. She just couldn't come because they were strict about age limits to get in there.
And we could not have drove all the way to Long Island.
She would have sat in
just-
that car, baby.
She would have
I
sat in the
promise
car.
you.
She would have been in the car.
Hell
the
no, I
whole
would have
time.
sat in the car. I would have walked around the block.
You would have been in through the back door.
There was
It was
nothing
warehouse
around there.
district.
We were in the
There
middle.
was we were in
We were
warehouse
in the middle
district,
of nowhere.
Literally.
You're walking into being kidnapped. That's exactly what was happening.
You're walking your butt back into the backseat of the car. That's where you were going.
Yeah, I'm crying.
Oh my God.
But nah, Summer Jam was lit. We definitely do need to plan something else for sure that we all can attend to because it's either one person. There's always one.
Unless if
person
it's a
out
family
there.
event, it's definitely one person missing.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
definitely always one person missing.
So
I can
true.
agree with
Literally
that.
every time. I'm sick and tired. Okay, we're gonna do better. Getting on one accord. We're on one accord. I think we're at a place in our life
told
right now where
y'all.
we can get on one accord.
I agree.
We- Yeah.
Just
I
let
think
me
we're
know
at
in advance.
I think no, for sure.
Guys, tonight was really an interesting conversation. We talked a whole bunch about girl code, and I hope by now, if you've gotten this far in the episode, you get the picture. You know,
Mhm.
you already know. So, yeah, I was very glad to talk to you guys about girl code. This was so good. I loved every second of it. Catch us next time in our next episode, and the tea is just getting hotter.
Period.
Yes, ma'am.
Love y'all, groupies.
Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, groupies.
Thanks for hanging with us on Group Chat Calling. Ready to make it official? Join the group and be a part of the convo every Wednesday. Hit that follow button so you never miss a call. Catch you next week.